fear such speeches a lot. My life's wounds may scare you and limit your ambitions and dreams, and yet not sharing some of those wounds may cause the same to you some point. It is incredible what Indian parents do for their kids' education. It is mind-boggling. I've lived in 8 countries. I have not seen, except China maybe, right? It's the only country I can imagine comes close, where parents go this far out to educate their children. And I think it is not only the well-endowed parents, the rich, those who have the money, but even a person who's operating on daily wages, who has a child, the one thing if you talk to them about is dreams or her dreams and ambitions, they always talk about getting their children educated, right? So it's a uniquely Indian thing. It's a very powerful thing. I think it's powered Infosys. It's powered many great companies out of this country. It's still powering the nation. There was no greater purpose in life. So short-term, immediate goals and purposes are okay. They're not bad. Not everybody needs to reach the moon on day one. I think from there I rolled on, started a business within 1 year. There was nothing called startup at that time. It was called starting a business, which I did. It shut down after 2 years after seeing some success and some failures. It was a 97 Asian currency crisis that unfolded. I had unfortunately chosen finance. There was no jobs in finance. I ended up in an export company handling cargo at ports. Calcutta port was okay, but Doha port was terrible. It was 52 degrees centigrade temperature. But I learned something. I still remember those days, and I think I did not feel good about those days at all at that point in time. I was miserable. I will not glorify and make this saying, oh, I chose this on purpose and this was fantastic. It was not at that point in time. But today something tells me that I did pick up a few things and few bruises and few strengths which last me to the day. So till 27 I had no clue of what I wanted to do. 27. You all are probably, except maybe the postdoctoral students, most of you are somewhere in the early 20s. So if you have no idea what you want to do, that's fine. Even at touching 50 now, I have no limited idea on what my next 10 years will look like. There is absolutely no nobility in being superior to the fellow man or woman. There's great nobility in striving to be the best version of yourself. So anytime people ask you a question saying, who do you want to be? I think the best version of oneself is a great answer to have. Because if you can be that is truly the meaning of achieving your own potential. At the end of it, I just want to say that in a country like India, the opportunity to stand here and address you, for you the opportunity to be sitting here and graduating is nothing but an ovarian lottery. Right? We are lucky to be a part of the ovarian lottery where we got here. Many are not. Right? And nobody can choose where they are born into. You just land there. But I will just say one thing, that don't wait for very, very long time to think of giving back to society. Each one of you can, in your small little ways. If you teach someone who's a school student who cannot afford a tuition, even for 1 hour a week, that's as big a philanthropy as what Bill Gates does at your age. Right? Don't look for the big thing before you start giving back. I think it's very, very important that in a country like India, while we progress, we go ahead, we pull a few others along with us who may not be as privileged or not part of the ovarian lottery. So I see in this room many, many bright people, and I think on a fun note which I'll end, in a world which is so chaotic, all it will take today for you to differentiate is to put the phone down and listen. You'll already be the part of the 1% which exists, right? So in some ways life is tougher and more complex, in some ways becoming simpler. I wish you all the best. I think some of you will stand here someday and give this address. That's how life is. I absolutely wish the world's best to you, but more importantly, I wish you that you become the best version of yourselves. Thank you.